saw that lady again. Actually, I saw her yesterday too, and I did a bit of filming, but I ended up just deleting it because the only real good filming I had was from the sunset, which was awesome. It looked like this dragon came out from the clouds. Oh, it was rad, but I shouldn't have deleted that picture, but I'm an idiot. Anyways, I haven't even sat down yet, and a bloke, the gods are making noise. That's for sure. It says on the phone thingy that we're gonna have 100%. You might even see the lightning kind of thing. There you go, boom, doesn't that look cool? I don't know if you saw it from the glare. 100% at 4 o'clock. So we've got we're on 4:01 right now. Yeah, 100%. And hang on now, cloud. Oh, it's gone down to 60% now. What's going on here? Hang on, now it's got 100% over here. 100%. So bocce. What's happening here is it's really coming there. It's sort of sunny and cloudy there. It's raining over there. It's just all bocce, as they say, hodgepodge. So that's what that lady said too. Oh, I can feel a drip of rain. I'm expecting it to just boosh, you know. And I figure I'll just come down anyways because I wanted to. I bought a bunch of receipts and I was gonna calculate all that shit. Anyways, I don't think I'll be able to do that now, considering what's coming. Anyways, just as I was about to sit down, I had a look on my little key tie thing, and one of the chaps, one of my buyers, his YouTube channel is I Saw That. And I just mentioned to him, thanks mate, I'll get back to you, I'll mention it right now. And he just contacted me. Hang on, let me try and work this out. Right, go like that, and what do we got in here? Oh, there we go. I nearly forgot the dragon, this dragon bottle opener. I actually uploaded this and those other things. I hummed and hawed about it. And I put a decent price on that stuff. So on my Etsy, yeah, which is you'll find me Kimono-sans. Alright, so Kimono S-A-N-S. That's me on Etsy. I'm currently in the throes actually of setting up an account with Amazon, and I had to go through all this convoluted nonsense. I got a video called yesterday, and the Zoomy thing, and we went and did that, and then they said to me, okay, we verified your stuff, and then I had to try and work out how do you. It's kind of like a Payoneer thing that eBay went to. Instead of going with PayPal, they went with Payoneer. So these mobsters go with some other, I don't know what the hell they call that. I've forgotten the name of that online-y, transferable-y, banky type of thing. And I'm trying to figure all this out. I'm like, I don't know what to do. You know? And I finally just fluked it. So I don't know how to navigate my way through the Amazon-y thing and all that. So it's all new, but at least I've got the experience with the eBay thing. So yeah, the only thing I don't the only thing I don't like about it is you can only take like one picture, and you've got to have a white background, and it's not really my style. But we'll see. Hopefully there's a good clientele. Like I Saw That. Yeah, he's groovy, man. He bought this awesome pull saw off me, and the day he got it, or the next day he got it, whatever. As soon as he got it, he's out there. This is up in the Yukon, by the way, and he's out there just roughing it because it didn't have a handle, so he just got a rag put around there, and he's just tough assing through this log, and yeah, that was great, man. Yeah, so yeah, mate. Yeah, just grab whatever you like off me, you know. Oh, it's more sky rats. Oh, there we go. Right. In fact, I uploaded a couple of things this very day. More sky rats. What do you think? I've got food. I don't have any food, boys. Okay. The beach contemplation. There you go. I actually got another full magazine in there, so I'll just get it out. I can feel some rain. Yep. So I put my CDs in here. Still haven't done my tags. I'm supposed to do it in like March or something. Stuff like that shit. Anyways, right. So yeah. I'm very pleased to hear from I Saw That. Hey mate, it's beer time. So. I don't know why it's spilling over like that. Let's have a look at what he wrote to me, eh? Just check. Oh, look at that white one. Oh, cool. Black and white one right there. Okay. How about that? Let's have a look at this. That one. Oh yeah, the wind's kicking up. That's lightning over there. So yeah, it's sunny there and cloudy-ish, and then over there it's raining. And over the back there, I know it's getting close. Let's have a look at this, shall we? I saw that. Sent me. See, he's got a direct line to my. See, my good buyers, you know, people I like, they get my email address, man, and you know, we talk and shit. And I like it when people message on my. He's one of my 417 Ronin. Yes. A very unique character indeed. See how botchy it is? Botchy over there. Nothing. Over there, that cool rain. And there's the ominous one that sort of happened to just come over. I can't quite make out what direction the clouds are going. Because I do feel a bit of wind coming from there, but I just don't see how that correlates to... Alright, so it does feel like it's sort of coming from that. It could be coming from that, so we're either good. That's why I brought a plastic bag for those receipts. Anyways, right, let's just say, oh man, I've missed you. Your videos always entertain me. I've got to scroll along. I might just have to buy something from you with one of my next few paychecks. Well, at least he's got a freaking job. I don't have a freaking job. I'm, you know, living this translucent. I don't know what that means. You know, wake up in trepidation, never knowing what tomorrow will bring. But alas, one of my philosophical concepts is: you live, then you die. Whatever happens in between, happens. Yeah. Oh, this time of year you get all this green stuff. I asked that lady if it's edible, and she said no, and then she said later on, you know, I think it is. You know, I could grab a bunch of seaweed right there, but she goes, and she said, fish. So I think she just means, just leave it to the fish. Anyways, what else we got here? One of my few paychecks, it says, glad to see you're still kicking. Oh yeah, well, being an immortal man. How do you say that real fast? Being an immortal man, you know, the gods are all angry. They're all grumbling away, going, why aren't you dead yet? My answer to that, because I just couldn't be asked. Alright, so that's that. There you go. So he's got direct contact to my my email address, see? So, as I've said many a time, it's not just a business, it's a lifestyle. Yes. Unfortunately, a whole bunch of shitbags out there decided to destroy my eBay business. Beautiful stuff I've done over the years. Gone to all these beautiful places, and some shitbags decided to just destroy it. Thieves and, you know, just rubbish people. Yes. Which is... yeah, that ticked me off. Oh god, I just sat in the sand, didn't I? Yeah, because, you know, destroyers of beauty. What kind of dickheaditude level do you have to get to destroy beauty, to destroy art? Because what I've been doing over the years, and a lot of it's art, isn't it? A lot of the stuff I sell is not just something that's useful. I just picked that up just as an example, but it's not just useful as a bottle opener. I could go all shoe nice on it and just, you know, just tear it off or break it like that, go all Jake the Muss, and anyways. But it's also art, and everywhere you look, like this for instance, it's pretty fruit tingle useless. It's more for shade really, but judging of where the sun, the path of the sun, it's bloody useless. And it's got all the holes in it, so, you know, doesn't protect you from the rain or anything, but it's artistic. Bloody useless, but, you know, there you go. Well, we don't know. I checked on the internet-y thing, and it turns out that there will be, I've confirmed it with a couple of people now, there will be, or the plan is, weather permitting, oh, the gods are grumbling. Shut up while I'm talking. Anyways, had to look back at them just to make certain that they understand what I'm saying. Now, they say that on the 4th, which they haven't had for a couple of years because of Clown World, that they're going to have the big fireworks festival here. Now, it's not listed on one of these sites that show the thingies, and I said, well, why is that? And this girl said to me, well, it's because it's not one of the major ones. And to me, it's one of the frickin' best ones I've ever been to. Like loads of people, the whole beach is just stacked, and we've got foodie things over there, and they had a stage over there, and they had taiko groups and taiko drums, you know, and oh, they were rad. And, you know, people dressed up in traditional kimono-y clothing and doing the traditional dance stuff and all that, and just fantastic. And my, do they bring some boomers. They've got a bar, hang on, get boot. I've got a barge that they shove out there about 300 metres away or something. Maybe it's a lot further than that, 400 or 500 metres or something. And do they go boom, you know, bring the boom. And considering that I live over there, the chaps that live above me and this lady that lives above me and all, they don't walk down here, they just hang out by the balcony on the balcony and can see it all. I definitely, it's just a, you know, it's a fly to shit magnet, you know. I'm here, and it's just fantastic. So they're saying that it will happen. It's just not one of the major ones, so they didn't list it. And I'm thinking, all right, if that's the way, I'll have it to myself then. Hopefully it'll, you know, the weather will hold up, but it does feel like it's heading into rainy season or whatever. Whatever. Over here, I haven't climbed this in a while and done chin-ups off the top one there. Because, well, you see, I'm kind of still worried, but the main bone in my back, the rib one, I think it actually finally fused, but the others, slightly lower, well, sort of mid-range, they still go, they move, so they never connected. But I'm not worried about those ones because they're sort of low enough that I don't really give a toss. But it's the main one that was up right near my spine, so I'm sort of wary whether I should do that sort of shit anymore. I'm not worried about the bottom ones though. If they pierce the skin or whatever, gives a shit. But it's just that main one near the spine, because I knew I could never get surgery or something for that. But yeah, just as I was picking up the receipts to I've got a calculator and all that. I plan to do that today, but then I was thinking rain, aircon's back there, beers, you know. Oi, didn't I tell you? Excuse me, I'm talking. Oh. Anyways, yeah, it's not that easy to climb this thing because these are real thick bars and sometimes they can get real slippery. And but yeah, I've climbed this quite a number of times. And actually, when on one of the big fireworks, called it Hanabi, big fireworks festivals, there's loads of kids around here, you know, whole stack of them, like from that size to, you know, that size, some of them taller than me. And that's not a long shot, is it? So this is one of those back things that you can, doesn't have any like nodes on it sort of thing, but they're really good to, these are good because you sort of stretch and you go up to the top section here, and what they can do is they help you put your disc back in, see? I'm fairly alright at the moment. Yeah, it was a total laugh that I just sort of was the conductor, you know. I said, Akanol team and Aunol team, a red and blue team, and so they split up into teams, and then they'd junkin, like what do you call it, paper rock scissors, and rock scissors paper, and then they say show goo junkin pong, I got a shot, that sort of thing, and then the winner or the loser, I think it was, had to climb the pole, like that, and we had a blast. I was just drinking beers and having a blast, and it was really good and really fun. And one of the kids fell down, like he must have gotten to about here or something. It ain't that easy. And he fell down. I said, I chopped him up there because hang on a second, and I called over these kids. Oi, get there, oi, get there. See, if you go like that, that means sort of come this way as we sort of do the hunt, the opposite, right? Anyways, and so these kids go motion to this kid and this kid. I grab this kid's hands, he was on the ground, right? And you grab this kid's foot, you grab this kid's foot. I think it's called ashi, something like that. Tei, ashi, some bullshit like that. And then I go and I turn this way, and it's all dark, right? And we're all having a laugh. And then I start going, I motion for them to pick him up. I go, hi, and pick him up. And then I go, hi, let's go, and everyone burst out laughing as if we're the ambulance crew, coming to get this kid. And it was hilarious. We went all the way around there and off he went. What a laugh. And these other kids showed up, the older ones. They were probably sort of 17-ish or something like that. And one kid decided to, I don't know, this camera thing goes for 17 and 9 minutes and then it cuts out. Anyways, I don't know if he, I had to turn it on, I don't know if he sort of went from there or, yeah, he might have actually done it like that and then put his foot here. But talk about awesome. I see he just runs up like this, jumps up on this thing here and then lifts himself through here, it could have been, or maybe this side, I can't remember. And he puts his feet here, off he goes, and he hops up there. And I go, he hops down. I've jumped down from that a few times. And he hops down, I go, Zuri, which means cheat, And I said, go up normal way, just for a laugh. And we had a fantastic time. And then they motioned me when the fireworks started to go off. And they motioned me, get there. And so I followed them over there, and we hung out over there and met some other people and all that older people. And then I met some foreign savages. That was the last time I was there. And I've been here a few times for these fireworks. And I'm telling you, the whole sky just... When the real boomers go off, they're Champagne Supernovas. Oh, God, I hated that band. Called McCartney. Frog lyrics or whatever. In total respect. I can feel my rib cage already making fun, and I didn't even climb the thing. But no, that was fantastic. So I kind of want to mention it on this website. Hey, this one's going to be here. But alas, if it does happen to rain, some people might get snotty with me. And I'll be like, hey, blame that big dickhead up there. Yeah? Yeah. But yeah, I'm serious. It is marvelous. Like it's one of the most awesomenesses of awesome festivals. If I say it's awesome, it's freaking awesome. Yeah. And during the day they've got and coming into the evening, they do all the taikos, and you can hear it for miles. These taiko drums doing that, old daikos and shime daikos and all that sort of stuff. And I miss those days. When I managed to, I used to in the early stages, I used to utilize FedEx to send these big drums, and it's kind of like, it kind of gave me the shits a bit, really. They kind of gave me the shits, and they were on the other side of the city, and it's sort of real hassle. Then they changed to this deal where because when you could just pay them cash, pay the driver cash, it was easy peasy. They give you some paperwork, sign that bullshit, and then you've already got the paperwork, so you sign all that bullshit, hand it over, give them the cash, and off you go. And then you had to have an account. Would you have to have a credit card or a debit card, blah blah blah, and you have to go through all this bullshit. And foreign savages can't get a credit card, all this bullshit. Thanks for the bullshit. You can't believe the shit that I've gone through in this day. Anyways, I'm a foreign savage, but I actually do have, it's very rare, I have a credit card. But alas, foreign Japanese could utilize that as a credit card. But being a Gaijin savage, I can only actually use it as a debit card. Alas. I have a debit card in Australia. I've never had a credit card. Let's say, credity. It's a credity, debity thing. In fact, the first time I went to use it, they said, it's all ready to go, and I put it in this machine, and it didn't work. And I'm like, what the hell? And we contacted, and it turns out if I had have turned it the other way and put it in, it would have worked. They told me that, but we had to go through all this shit to find that. It's just the shit you go through, man. You can't believe it. You can't believe the shit. I used to have a surfy haircut. I'm not kidding you. When I first came here, trains just coming out of the tunnel there. No one's listening to this shit. Anyways, I actually have a debit card, a Japanese debit card, which is awesome. This is awesome. So I can charge that, and I can control that, because those bad people in eBay, they decided to go with this Payoneer thing, and you had to have a credit card or a debit cardy thing in your accounting thing. So when some bad people decide to F you, right, all those bad people, and then boom, this is what a lot of people were worried about. These bad people are just going to get straight to your bank account, because the computer system goes, oh, you're the seller, how about we just F you? And then boom, they steal your money out of your bank account. Now, in some situations, you might need to pay a freaking bill, or I don't know, maybe you've got a house and you're a home loan or some shit, and then boom, some bad person comes along. I've lost thousands. I swear to you, I've lost thousands due to bad people. God, I'd love to meet all of them. Just bring all of them and me. Dark alley. Hey, I'll even be drunk off my ass, and I'll still kick all your asses. That's how I feel about them. Like, just the rage would come out. Hey, bring out the fucking tiger and the Ryu dragon. The Ryu. Anyways, the fury, the bitterness. I'd make Caligula and Hitler and Stalin and Mao and all those chaps look like the type of people you just want to teach your kids stuff about hormone blockers and community strike again. So what happened to me was, and I had trepidation upon it too. What happened to me was I was paying my car registration every year. I've got an old beat up ute in Australia, and boom, some rubbish person, and I'm not going to dox anyone, but I do know their name and all that, and I know their address and all that, and I'd love to say, hello, you've never met me, you're not going to be very happy. Oh God. Anyways, boom, they stole from me, from my Australian bank account, straight from my Australian bank account, which I had just enough, and I would always try to keep just enough. So, because sometimes I go back to Australia, see, and every year I try to go back for at least a couple of months. Grab the old big tough ute, and go and get some shit job somewhere, like in a farm or whatever. Couldn't even get back for years, could I? Anyways, boom, I couldn't pay my car registration. What that means is I have to go through the throes of getting it re-registered. See, if you continue to re-register it, because you can do it online and all that stuff these days, and it's just a matter of a few buttons, it's like 600 Australian bucks, you know, even more now, probably nearly 700 Australian dollars, which is pretty much 8 Indian rupees or whatever it is. But boom, I didn't have enough. So I would have to go through the throes of having to get it re-registered again, which is, it needs certain things to sort of pass. Now, mechanically it's fine, but just physically, just the look of it, you know, cops could look at it and give me a canary because some creature ran in the back of me. And I won't go into that either, but I swear very, very rarely do I want to hurt someone, but well, I felt sympathy for that girl because she was like, oh shit, she ran into me, but her boyfriend was kind of a bit rude. And I don't know, man. You know, very rare do I don't like, I did threaten to come on the phone, but anyways, and he complied, and all I said was, just give me a couple of $100 and I'll get another tailgate from the wreckers and I'll sort that out. I haven't sorted that out yet. It ticked me off that I had a whole bunch of beautiful ceramics. They were okay, but you know, and this shitbag, he's a shitbag. He thought I was a shitbag because I drive around an old beat up piece of shit. Actually, this bloke I'm friendly with, real super rich dude. He's building his own boat. He'll never finish it. Great bloke. And he said to me, "Is that your car?" You know, he said, "It looks like, you know, you might get dengue fever or something if you're touching that thing." I was like, oh, all right. And I must have looked like sort of saddened by it, like it hurt me or something. But I was just like, all right. And because I fucking have, you know. I got my tent in the back, I got my sleeping bag, all that shit in it, the tools, work boots, you know. And he must have sensed that, hey, that kind of hurt me, you know, because he goes, oh, sorry, you know, I was just joking like that. And I go, no, it's all right. And he said, oh, come and have a look at this. And my shifter, I got a T5 manual gearbox in it, and a 250 straight 6 in it. It's a bit of a rumbler, and for a 6-cylinder. And I was driving along, going up this hill thing, and then what did I do? I got to an intersection, popped it down and into second and went to go. And this is not a rare occurrence for this particular model. The gear stick broke off. Here I am. I go, the gear stick's in my hand. I'm like, what the hell to do? And so I nursed it. I was able to get the tools, got my tools, Charlie boots, and whack it back in the second, because I think it might have popped out. It used to pop out a bit, you know. Got always some problem. And so I was able to roll into this park, and then I got my tools and just whacked the shifter on it, got it in the second, and then nursed it back to my bro's place. I got tools there too, an angle grinder. I got a shifter, right? Yanks call them wrenches, and ground a slot into this shifter. God, it took a long time because that's really, really hardened steel. That stuff there, heat treated hardened steel stuff, even the cheap ones. And then we call it a shifter, right? The gear shifter. So I bolted that, utilised the original bolts and bolted that. So I've actually got a shifter for a shifter, and I said to the bloke, I said, oh, come on, look at that, I've got a shifter for a shifter. He just burst out laughing. I mean, you got to do what you got to do, you know. But unfortunately, I got really effed by the bad people, and they stole the money, and I couldn't re-register my rig, which would be a real hassle to go through all that shit. But hey, 年の人生, my life. If it doesn't have problems, it won't be me. But yeah, that really ticked me off when I couldn't just continue to re-register my rig. And there's a few things I was just going to do myself, but unfortunately I have to go and see this bloke called the Car Whisperer, and that's his business name, and he's a good bloke, and he was the one that got it registered for me in the first place, and go and see him and get that sorted out someday, if I can ever get back to Australia. It's funny that I couldn't get back to Australia because I run out of dough. You know, I hear like Chad Reed's going to Australia to ride. He said, I think it was yesterday, he said he's taken off tonight or something, and he's going to go race. They're going to have this world race event type of thing, type of setup for Supercross, really? Motocross, Supercross? Haven't looked into it. But anyways, apparently there's a few events in various areas around the world. And so he's like a multi-millionaire. He's able to just hop on a plane and whoosh, off he goes. And me, oh God. But it is true, my ex-wife should probably listen to this. I guess if I never indulged in this stuff, I'd be financially okay. I'd be boring but I'd be financially okay. Medicine. Yes. Look at that, it's clearing up now. What kind of nonsense is this? Over there, that's a cool girl. Hey? So there you go. Are we over there? Yeah, that really ticked me off. Well, at least some things are going okay on the home front. But you know, the whole thing with my existence was supposed to be, if it wasn't Clown World and all those dickheads that are trying to run the world and run the lives of others, and I'm thinking, why? Never say why to dickheads, but they waste their time effing with the lives of others. And wouldn't it just be, never say why to dickheads, wouldn't it be a whole lot better if you didn't waste your time effing with the lives of others and just do your life stuff? Yeah? But you see, they don't have a life, and so that their life is to enjoy indulging and effing with the lives of others. Yeah, it's like some childish, giddy, emotional, fun thing for them. Maybe it's because like they're always like the sideliners, you know, always the sideline people. Like, oh no, these are my girlfriends because they're pretty. You just go over there. No, you're not in the cool club. You know, no. If you were cool, you would be, but you're not, and you're ugly. You know, like that. Maybe that's why they got themselves in the, you know, positions of power throughout the years. You know, they've gravitated from the corridor monitor that we just had no respect for to this political prowess. and they're getting us back. God, it's not like I ever beat them up or anything. Yes. But that's pretty sad how these apes are just messing with the lives of others, man. Now, what do we got here? 31 degrees, showers. Says a high of 36. Now, that might not sound so hot and all, but it's humidity. That's what, and I've even forgotten the word for it, humidity. But now we've gone from 100% to 50%, and over here it says 100%. Meteorologists. Yeah, that's what they are. They've got no idea. They might have just based it on, you know, last year or whatever. Last year, oh, that'll do. Don't worry, they'll believe us. Hang on, I've got 15 seconds left with this horse shit. No one's listening to this anyway, so, but I'm just having a rant and a rave. So that's good. Okay, let me sit down and just regenerate. Yeah. I was really hoping for the weather to just go whoosh, you know. It's really, and I was expecting it, kind of, or at least the hodgepodge. Just like it smelled like it was going to rain. It's kind of like I'm some freaking gazelle or wildebeest or some freaking zebra, a zebra, eh? On the plains of that play the calamari or whatever. The calamari. The Melamali Moomy or whatever they call that. Yeah. Waiting for frickin' rain. Yeah. What do they call it? The Kalahari, that Mozambi, Bambi, Buki or whatever. Whatever. God. I like watching that stuff. The beastie, the parade or whatever. The parade! Oh look! All my shit's still here. I went off to the dunny. Yeah, fly on my beer. I went off to the dunny, came back, and all my shit's still here. I imagine if I did that in some idiot people country. Yeah. Oh, what's it called now? The Mully Worry, the Bully Boo Boo, the Mosey Bozy Dozy or whatever. I'm kind of intrigued now. Where is it? Tanzania and some other joint, and they go from one national park through another, sort of near Victoria Falls or something. Now, see, what do I put in here? Okay, major national parks in Africa. Alright, what do we got here? Kruger, yeah, I've heard of that one. The Serengeti, that's one. And the it's not the one I was thinking of though. Oh, who cares? I'm never going to go there anyways. Who the hell would go and go there? Hey? No thanks. Oh yeah, I would like to go there. It'd be bloody beautiful. Getting eaten by leopards and wild dogs or whatever they do over there. That'd be really beautiful. Right then. Now, what was I rambling on about? Tales of nothing. Now I think I'll just get up tomorrow mornings and work on all that horse shit. Couldn't be arsed doing it today. I wonder how we'll go with this. I think I'm sort of cracking the code, getting there, as far as setting up an Amazon account, a seller account. There's a whole lot of convoluted bullshit you got to go through, because I'm in the old and the new collision country, and so so everything's freaking hotchpotch, and it's so difficult. It's not just like setting up an account in, say, Zambia or wherever, in Kruger National Park or in America. It's not like that, because you got to have that stuff transferred over here or whatever, and all that convoluted stuff. So I'm trying to go through the motions of that. Plus I use the old Googly Translate, because kanji's kanji is just good though, isn't it? Look at that. Barbecue, don't do, or something like that, and kanji there. Taki, fire, ya, barbecue, sono, kanji, na, kanji, bo, suru, whatever that one is. I've seen that before. Kanji, wa, Fukuoka ken, kanji, probably the minister of the council or whatever. Going on in, fine. It's like $400 US now for a fine. Yes. This used to be great here. They do the fireworks on your own these days. I used to hold these fireworksy things and I just fire them up and then just hold them really, really lightly and turn away and off these things would go, you know. And I was having some drinky poos with some crew, and this bloke had way too many drinky poos, and we lit it up, or he lit it up, and his mates lit it or whatever, and he's holding onto it, and the dickhead forgot that you're not supposed to hold onto it tightly. He just held onto it, you know, you're supposed to hold on to it really, really lightly, and look away, and off it goes. And so he's held on so tight that it just went bang, like right in front of us, because we're all just firing them off, right? And I just happened to turn, and he was sort of over there, and all I hear is this frickin' bang, and he still has his hand, so that's okay. But god damn it, talk about stupid. Well, they say that you can't do it here now because they leave too many of them laying about, you know, so it's rubbish, and if they fire off in there, the fish will probably eat them or whatever, you know, you can't do that. So you can still get them, but just different locations. But yeah, had a bunch of good laughs with fireworks, chasing cars with them. Oops, I know that didn't happen. Alright then. Laugh years ago, there was fireworks. This car went by on this fast road. It was doing about 50 kilometers per hour, maybe a bit more. It was night time. I lit one up and dropped it on the road, and it dragged along the road. Off it went, and it was going much faster than the car. And I'm thinking, oh shit, it's going to catch the car, you know. And not far before it went bang. And, it extinguished itself. Oh, I had so many laughs with fireworks. But then you get people that go too far. They get like those M8s and decide to stick them in their mouths or something like that. Saw footage of a bloke that did something like that with a real big one years ago, and he blew his jaw off, you know, and most of his face was all... This is a family show. You know, that was a little bit on the stupid side. Yes. That's better. So yeah, I'm working on a few things. We'll see how this Amazon-y thing pans out. You know, I guess because of Clown World, and like sea freight in some countries are still closed, like, because it's run by dickheads. Oh, Canada. You know, you can't even send anything to oh, Canada, apart from a letter. And because it's still Clown World, but they still, at least a lot of countries have EMS. Some bloke in Germany bought something off me, and turns out they don't have the EMS-y thing now, or something like that, or was it some other country? I don't know, can't remember. Oh, there's a really nice guy that lives in Belarus. Is that right? No, Bulgaria. B. It starts with a B. It's over there somewhere. He's a really nice bloke, and I send him things, and but for about a year now, I haven't been able to send anything by air freight by this. So they did have EMS Air with all these tentative extra charge. I mean, this has really effed me. See, I'm not kidding you when I talk about those like idiot people that just mess with the lives of others because they don't have a life. And look at all these in red, all these extra charges, just ridiculous. And so some feel for making a lot of money. Oh well, you can't say that. You get a strike, community strike. Disinformation. The disinformationers spin doctor that and go, no, you're disinformation. I'm like, no, you're the one that's disinformation because I'm a good person and you're garbage. And they're like, no, and they get on there. This is the most trusted in, you know, shit breeds like that. Yes, and then they seek to influence the rest of us, turning out that they don't have a life for themselves. Yes, I would say that most of them are compromised. That's Why? Because they're riches, right? Some of them are making like $25,000 a day or some shit, and for an episode or something, and so they don't have to do what they do. So I would say a lot of them are compromised. Oh yes, I believe that to be the case, because I know stuff. Dragonfly. Ree! Japan Division. Yes, Ree. If you don't know Ree, you're not exactly a part of the burgeoning cultural revolution. Get on board. That's if you're not a shitbag, of course. Ree! Become one of the savages. Yes. Ree! Yeah. If you're watching Ree, Salty Cracker on say YouTube, and then make sure you like click off and go for the extra stuff, the good stuff on Rumble when they gather lots of us savages, and then they go from there, which is YouTube friendly. Same, Nick DiPolo does it too, and the Crowder crew do that too, and then they move to Rumble and then talk about stuff that you're not allowed to talk about because the arbitrators of truth. Yeah, I even have a perma strike on my YouTube channel. Yep. You know, like, yeah. Who are you gonna trust? Me? That says, hey kid, don't whatever you do, don't cut your dick off, alright? Or you're gonna trust some filth breather. Hey, Jonathan, you should call yourself Jacinda. Well, at school we've got this cupboard where you can keep your secret superhero costume. You know, you're gonna trust them. Yeah. So there's a lot of things that give me the shits. I mean, a lot of people are pissed off with YouTube. I like YouTube due to, like, if you check out, I've never you know, I think you can click something where you don't disclose who you subscribe to or something like that. And after that, I saw that bloke. I subscribed to him, and he doesn't upload a lot of stuff. It's very, very unique. Well, I mean, what can you do up in the Yukon anyways? I mean, for like 368 days a year, you got to be inside and, you know, cutting up, like, you know, bears and eating bear claws or what they do over there. Yeah, there's, you know, what can you do? And, you know, I wouldn't go outside. No, thank you. God, you should see me in winter time. I'm in one room. Venture out if I've got to take a slash. Right there is a Toyu heater, which means kerosene heater. On top of that, I cook, and I do the kettley thing, keep moisture in the air, and I'm there for months. Sometimes I stock up on so much food, just turn my phone off and just don't speak to anyone for months. Yeah, like a hermit. But anyways, there's full disclosure of that in whom I subscribe to, and I watch a lot of people, and also watch a lot of people on other platforms too. I subscribe to people that classy. I subscribe to people that that get banned, quite a number of people, on different websites. Let me just grab this energy drink. Yeah, I subscribe to a lot of people that get banned, because if they get banned, the way I see it is they're over the target, you know, and they're saying stuff that some creatures don't want them to reveal, you know. Oh, conspiracy theorist! Yeah. And then you get slur after slur after slur. What do I get? Racist, homophobe, Islamophobe, neo-Nazi, Nazi sympathizer, Nazi, bigot, conspiracy theorist, racist, Trump supporter. That's on the top of on the top of the pyramid there. And there's more and more and more of these slurs. You know, anti-kid diddlers, you know, anti-kid diddler, you know, anti-hormone blocker person, and the hater of the LGB alphabet soup people, the alphabet soup mafia, Odin's men. I get slur after slur after slur. What do I have to say to that? The way I see it, if you made it into this world, you deserve to be here. Until I say that you're not. You know? Yeah. So for me, I'm friendly with a lot of people from a lot of different stuff. You know? That's true. Yeah. I think there's something I've got that a lot of people don't have though. Because clearly some people still watch. This is the most trusted, and still believe that shit. You know, I can sense stuff if someone's a shitbag. I can just sense it. Yeah, I've got that. I've got that. Some people got some senses. I've got that. So for me, it doesn't matter where someone comes from or what they look like or whatever. I can just sense whether they're a shitbag or not. Yeah, that's true. Unfortunately, the majority. Oh, we've got 9 seconds, 8 seconds. I'm gonna. Oh, there she is. There's that lady again. Hang on. Oh, there you go. She was doing a bit of a dance. We missed that bit. Yeah. So there you go. Oh, we're going for battery power. I've got another battery. See, I brought along. Yes. Anyways, so you get you know, people like me because of my hue, right? Yeah, I've got a bit of a tan. Because of my hue, some shitbags in the media are trying to get some dudes from different hues to hate me, and they want a race war. But I'm like, no, mate, I'm not your enemy. I don't hate you. I know the enemy are the ones that are trying to get us to do this in the first place. They're the enemy. Yeah. Disinformation, this is not happening, no, it's not real. We own the media, we own the financial institutions, we own the theatre, we own film, and we're trying to tell you and you this. Am I lying? Right? Who would you trust, me? Or the filth? The filth are trying to exterminate us. The filth want a race war. Stuff like that. A lot of people are talking about the Great Replacement. They're actually starting to talk about it on mainstream media now. Oh, it's not happening, it's not true. Bullshit. Well, I'm not at war with anyone. Unless they deserve it. Hey! Konnichiwa. そこのトイレね、中に2つゴミある。そうよ、you're the gomi master. The toilet, この人トイレね、大きい袋入ってる。でも全部中に。And a mask, the basin, washing, 多分マスクありますね。仕事どうぞ。いや、私の仕事じゃない。私ボランティアだから。ボランティア、そうね。ちょっと待ってね。はい。どうする？明日市役所へ電話します。明日ね。市役所。市役所？役場ね。明日市役所ここ来ます。仕事人。電話してね。来てくださいって。これがあるから。いえ、そうね。見てください。男の子の。さっきもあったけど。中開けてみないからね。男の子のトイレ。両方見てきますね。はい。ありがとう。はい。早く。いやそうよ。同じ昨日の。そう。でも昨日のビデオしましてね。でもディリートしまして。でも今日はもうちょっとビデオしますね。悔しい雨なし。ねえ、今日ね、36度。そうね、36度。多分これで一番、はいね、一番高い、一番暑い。一番高いね。一番高いね。そうね。
どうかな、これで最後かな。
いや、今大丈夫。多分、28?
28。
Okay, let's check. ちょっと待って。おえ
今日雨降るって言ってたもんね。
彼31でも28ぐらいね。31違う。
風がね。
風、少し風ね。OK。
でもこれ。
そうね。でも前に 100% 雨で違う。あとで 80%、60%、50%、嘘つけ
ほんとね。
そうよ。
ちょっと見てくるね。
Yeah, she's cool as shit. She volunteers on this beach to like clean up, and walks around with his barbecue tongs and just like picks up gommies and so. I just told her I noticed there's some gommies in the rubbish in the guys' dunnies over there. I have trouble saying that. Otoko no kon no toile. Oto no kon no toile. I'm really shit at that. My kid told me that word, otonoko. Otokonoko. Yeah, years ago. In one of my videos you'll see that from years back. And yes. So what I was saying is the guys' dunnies. Guys' toilet. The toilet. See, you can say the oshiro or whatever. I think that means toilet, but everyone understands the word toilet, which is katakana for toilet. And so if you say toilet, sumimasen, like excuse me, toilet doko, or you could say toilet doko desu ka. You stick ka on something, it's a question. But if you say it in a certain intonation, sumimasen, toilet doko, or so where's toilet, or excuse me, where's toilet, or sumimasen, toilet arimasu ka, or toilet aru. You could say toilet arimasu ka, which means is there a toilet? Or you could say toilet aru, toilet, but it's a certain way you say it. Like, toilet aru, and sort of tilt your head a little bit, and as in a question, and so you can knock off the connectors, like the. What is this? Nihongo class? Who gives a shit? Just piss on the street and I won't have to try to teach you all this bullshit in the first place. We are developing some serious clouds now. I'm going to upload this shit. Yeah, I am, because I saw that contacted me. Oh shit. Running out of this jungle juice. Actually, she motioned as a joke yesterday to grab my my full bottle of beer and chuck it in her rubbish bag. Her name is Yoshiko. A girl that was here yesterday told me that. Yes. And Yoshiko-san walked up to this lady, because we were talking about something or other. What were we talking about? The day before we were talking about the moonrise location and the moon set location or something. We were talking about some bloke thing. And she motioned to this girl and she said, oh, yeah, I know what it was. Yeah, it was the clouds over there, because the sun was... God, you get some good sunsets here. The sun was setting over there, and it looked like this dragon came out of the clouds, like they looked like the cloud formation. And I mentioned that, and I couldn't remember the word for dragon. And Yoshiko-san just walked straight up this one person. Sumimasen, eigo shitteru desu ka? Eigo means English. Shitteru means understand. Do you understand? Shitteru desu ka? Do you understand? So eigo shitteru desu ka? And she said, oh, squash. Squash meaning a little bit. And anyways, this bird walks up, and I mentioned that the clouds look like a dragon over there, and she said, oh yeah, blah blah blah. Ryu, R-U, R-Y-U. Ryu, RYU, and I just forgot again. And the funny thing was, as I was trying to explain to Yoshiko prior to this girl, because she could speak English, she mentioned it to us and talked about that. I could have just looked down. There's Yoshiko right there. I could have just looked down and go, oh, call her Nani. Nani is like, what? So call her this, Nani. And you could say, call her Nani desu ka, which is sort of saying ka, meaning question. Or you could just say, you could cut off the ka and just go, call her Nani, just in the way you gesture it. And she would have said, Ryu desu, and dragon. But I forgot to even look down. God, where am I putting this stuff? I don't know, man. So, yeah, that girl turns out she lives around here somewhere. Oh yeah, she motioned over there. I said honto. Honto means really, and it's just the way you say it. Like you could sort of basically say, oh really, like, honto, or honto desu ka, honto, and honto means really, or you could say honto, yo, like yes it is, you know, something like that. So for example. Not sure what's happening right now. I think the battery, was that a battery issue? I don't know, I'm just rambling on anyway, who gives a shit. I'm just glad that the temperature's actually going down. So, God, I mean really, yes it was a battery issue. I feel like I'm Sergey now, that Russian dude in St. Petersburg. Oh, and there's a train that just came out of the tunnel, and oh look, there's a seat. But actually some of his videos are interesting. Some of them are not really, but yeah, it's sort of good. Sometimes at 2 o'clock in the morning I'm watching this dude walk around the streets of Russia, you know. Yeah, you don't get that on this. It was trusted in. Yeah. Sure. Anyways, yeah, so I said, honto desu ka. So she's pointed over there, she lives over there, so, and I told her which chome I live in, which sort of, like, what do you call that then, sort of like, part of a suburb, I guess you could say, something like that, and I mentioned that, she goes, I noticed by just the way she sort of nodded and just the indication of her mind, or her thought, I just went, she knows exactly. I'm pretty freaking notorious, aren't I? But hey, you know, blame God. Blame your maker. Someone's got to be the nail that stands up. And the nail that sticks out. You keep missing, dickhead. You keep missing. Yep. Alright. Yeah, I'm gonna do, because I first started, I just changed that battery, right? Because that cool bloke up in the Yukon, you know, contact me, send a messagey thing on my messagey thing, and go, oh, you know, I like that, see? How about we check out what the temperature is in his area. Let's see. Yukon. I mean, that's a wild area up there, eh? They've got to have like bears and shit. Yeah, I bet that guy's got a few blasters. Alright, I think it's called Whitehorse. Is that the town's name? There you go, yeah, Whitehorse. See, I remember. I don't remember much. Now, I don't remember much at all. Yukon Whitehorse weather. Oh, well, we've got 10 degrees Celsius. What is that, summer? Shit. Hey, hang on. tomorrow it's going to be like 21, 22. Yeah, that's not so bad. That's not so bad. Rain, sunny, cloudy, 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 rain, cloudy, rain, cloudy, rain, cloudy, no thanks. I don't know. They're a tough breed up there. Hey, there you are. Mita. Mita means, did you see it? Mita, like a ta. Put ta, that's past tense. Mimas, mitte, mimiru, like see. So, did you see it? What am I, a grammar agent or something now? Yep. Hey, I always wanted to go to Canada. Or wherever. Where's the Yukon? Is that Canada or is that sort of a state of Canada or a province or I don't know. No one knows. Is it America? I don't know. Alright, we should know that. Is the Yukon like their own territory or something like that? You go, and do you have like mounted? It's Canada, isn't it? Yeah, it's Canada, of course it's Canada. Isn't it? Is it? Alright, it's a territory. See, I knew there was some kind of stipulation. Yukon, Canadian territory. I actually used to have this girlfriend. We're still in communication this very day, to this very day. She's got a farm in a place called Perry Sound in northern Ontario. Yeah, should have married her and I wouldn't have to deal with this shit. Hey, what are you doing? Ii tenki ima ne. Ii might meaning good. Tenki is weather.
少し降ってくれればいいのに。
少しね。少し風。もしこのスターものを切ってね、風来る。でもあなたはジャケットある。そう風なし。That's from a chain, huh?
これ？
多分この辺が。昔のもの違う。
ここに落ちてた。
Watching, nothing, ling, nothing, chain, nothing, nothing.
チェーンの。
I don't wear nothing. 多分ゴールドよ。高いよ。
明日市役所行ってね、言ってくるわ。
市役所？
ゴミ一つしかなかったよ。
ああ、電話しましたか？
もうおや時間がほら。
ああ、So いつも来ますか？いつも金曜日ここに来ますか？その
いやいや、金曜日じゃなくて明日私が行って。
明日行きます。話します。そう、そこの自動販売機隣にゴミある。そう、ペットボトルと缶ね。でも、昨日違う。昨日。
そう。
日本語何
3つぐらいあったでしょ。
でも、昨日僕はこれ履いた。ダメ？
自動販売機？
自動販売機違う。ゴミの。これダメ？ダメ。
ゴミ入れるとこがない。
間違いしました。でも、
今ないもん。
今日違う。これペットボトルとアルミ缶。
ナイロンの袋が違うの。
袋なし。そうこれ私の国場所アパート持ってくる。欲しい？おい。
ビール飲まないもん。
ねえでもゴミいらんし。じゃあ。いいアイディア。初めてメッセージ。
そうね。
メッセージ書きます。書いて、後でこれ、後で。ダメ？
魚。
Come and save me. 魚？Bark. Fish. She's saying, might hit a fish. Message in a bottle, yeah.
こちらはね、船から捨てるから。
船？
あそこにね、 こんなのが
funekara from a ship.
2つ落ちてる。海から流れてくる。
Ah, so someone chucked some shit from a ship, from a funekara, from
雨かもし
a
れんね。
boat or a ship, a vessel, something like that. So, kole a gomi, funekara
い
gomi,
や、それそれ。
a bottle? Nani mono?
ね、
What thing?
フィッシュの。
yeah. Foam.
うん。
Yeah, shiro.
白はね。
Aka, orangey talking.
あ、こんな色。
Netto?
ネットない。
Netto 違う。I see. So she's saying that could be they chuck something off a boat, or they lost something off a boat, or something like that. Something to do with from a boat, something ended up over there. See, I live on the haze of the peripheral of reality. That's good enough for me. Yeah, it's close enough. It's good enough. Like I say when I go to read that nonsense, I don't want to install that garbage into my head. I don't think in pictures. No, thank you. Imagine filling your head up with
あ、ごめんごめん。
pictures. I mean, I don't know how expansive a mind can be, but maybe there's a limit, you know? And I don't want to fill it up with garbage like that. Yeah, what if there's a limit to the capacity? Well, not mine, obviously. Universes inside of universes. I'm better than you, obviously. Just look at me, and look at you. Right? I enjoy saying that, because I'm just better than you, and people just keep telling me I'm just way too modest. Yeah, I can't say that. Get on TikTok, have a rager, have a spackhead. Intersectionality. I'm going to teach you about gender studies. Yeah. I've met a few of those apes in town. They're fresh out of their idiot people colleges, and they just start with their nonsense head. Yeah, a few of them. A few of them I felt like throwing out a fucking window, but yeah, you know, and you just gotta kind of exclude them from the cool people club. Yeah. So, what can you do? I was just saying, is it all right to chuck these things in that gummy basher over there? But it accepts only the PET bottles, which are the plastic bottles, and aluminium cans. And so I'm gonna have to rock back with these. But there is a place I go to, which is the council runs it. Now there's this old bloke and this old dude, and there's a few around. And you take your stuff there, and it's a recycling sort of place. So I rock up there in the rig every now and again. This bloke he calls me heavy drinker. I'm like, hey, that's not very nice. Well, why would you consider that? Call it fucking medicine. Yes. I can hear on the phone there, the woman on the phone said something like, Onaji namae means same name something. But to me it's all just blah, blah, blah. No, it's just I can't understand any of that shit. In some other dialects it sounds to me like, say for example, Nagoya dialect sounds to me like blah, 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 and that's it. It's good enough for me. Yeah. Maybe I should learn French. I'm well on my way. I know loads of words in French, like Shiraz, and Beaujolais, and Merlot, and Cabernet Sauvignon. I think there might be a pattern here. I think there might have been a pattern on that one. Actually, that reminded me of this bloke I met in Australia. He's telling me he's a guitarist. He's a rhythm guitarist, and he's played in a whole load of bands and does, like, I don't know what you call it, studio sessions or whatever. He's, loads of bands, and he was talking about a lot of bands that he's affiliated with and knows and all that sort of stuff, the circuit of it, and from like this is stuff from like I heard a lot of these names from like the 80s and sort of stuff that were going on there, because my brother used to drag me around to a few different places, not a lot, but he was right into all that sort of stuff, and we went and saw a few bands and like at Richmond pubs and things like that, and who knows, we might have seen some real big names, like In Excess or something like that. I don't know. I wasn't legally allowed to be there. Hey, but they had refreshments. Anyways, so we're working on this farm, and next door there was this vineyard, and this bloke, he was working for this bloke. This bloke, the guitarist guy, lived directly across the road from the vineyard, and the old bloke, which I've never met, he talked about him. He said, every year they do their harvesty thing or whatever, and they make the winey thing, and they test the first wine of the year or whatever, and so the bloke would say, give that a go, and have a few more, and take a few bottles home with you, and you go home pissed everywhere. He says to me, he's telling his bloke, I don't need any more. I want to go out there and work, keep working on the vines or whatever. And he'd walk across the road drunk off his ass. And when work was slow, he'd pick up work in different areas, like bands and different farms. And so he was doing some work on the farm, which is Tonari. There you go, there's another word. Tonari meaning next door, and where I was working. And so we were walking down the rows and cleaning up and stuff like that, and we were just talking about that stuff all day long, and a lot of the names that he dropped that I had sort of just a recollection. I was like, hey, I've heard of them, because back in the day there was like magazines that would come out with all the band stuff and all that, so there was a big scene, in Melbourne at that time, of live music. I don't know how it is now. Looks like a big plane, that one. There's a big stalk. Anyways, like here, Fukuoka, there's another stalky coming. Here there's we've got 20 seconds. No one gives a shit what I'm saying. Anyways, there was a big nightlife live scene. Stalky goes in the pole in the way. It's already gone over. There it goes. Big lives. It's got 5 seconds. Hang on a second here. No one's listening to shit. I better click back on. So there was this big live scene going on here in Fukuoka, and I've been to quite a few of those. But that really dropped off quite a bit. But you got sort of like this underground kind of thing going on. And every now and again, like I might be going on a bit of a walkie poos, and I'll hear the beat, coming from some building or something. And so the fly on shit goes and finds these places, and I've walked into places that are sort of like members only kind of shit, but I might be kitted out. Like I remember the last time I went to one of those, the time before that. So both times actually, I was kitted out in my leather jacket and stuff and looking pretty freaking cool. And these blokes were like, oh yeah, I don't, you know, and I was like, oh yeah, okay, and off you go. And you know, the band dudes, oh hey dude, where you from, and blah blah, and they you know, they between like their songs they shout out to me on the mic, hey man, where you from, blah blah, because I look cool as shit. And you know, they're really cool, and dudes are, you know, that's really cool because like they don't even know me, you know, I don't know anyone in the place, and then it's just total street cred. And then dudes come up to you and they talk to you, hey, let's go have a beer, you know, you want to have a beer, and they give you a beer, and you know, they talk to you and blah 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 and get to know you, and great, it's awesome street cred, you know, like that. But my jacket is just total street cred. It really is. Shout out to my sister for giving that to me. Cruise ship. Hey, the thing still fits because for what, the last 30 years I've fluctuated like 3 kilos. You know, I don't change that. No. You know, I never have to watch my weight or any of that shit. It just, often, I don't know, sometimes I just don't eat for days. I just couldn't be asked to eat and couldn't be bothered. It's true. Sometimes I have to force myself to eat because I feel kind of a bit woozy and weak or whatever. And I'm like, shit, I had better eat. But maybe it's because I drink all that shit and that just flushes it out or something. But I never fluctuate. I get a beer gut every now and again. I get one now. But I can lose that in 4 days. 5 days sometimes. No. 12 to 14 days. I start getting taunt in the stomachy region. Yeah. 52. I'm 52 years old. I used to be embarrassed by getting old. There's another big plane. International hikoki mitai. Demo international nashing, huh? 見ますね。2つ見た。前に多分5分。だいたい5分ね。そう、2つすげえ大きいの、これ多分Dreamliner 747 something like that. Dreamlinerか 747 something like that. So international 今福岡の飛行機空港インターナショナル開けますか？福岡開けだ？ほど？そう、少しだけ来ますね。多分わからない。東京ね、原田国
際線、インターナショナルは、オーストラリアからの、そういうのがあるからね。
そうね。今高いね。多分40万ぐらい。僕はオーストラリア人ね。そして多分40万、45万、多分高い。時々ずっと前、right? ずっと前違う。4年前ね。僕は10年前僕は天神に行ったお店ね、切符買った。多分15万その時ね。14万、15万。でも、もしインターネットから今、3年前ね、前バイラスね。安い3万円ぐらい。そうよ。福岡から多分台北、台湾、あとで台湾から香港まで、香港、オーストラリア。多分福岡、マニラ、フィリピンズ、マニラ、ブリスベン、メルボルン、3万円ぐらい。3万円ぐらい。3万、4万、そうよ。今 God. 今ですたくさんダメ人でキープね。でもキープなし。僕は55万ぐらい more 20万ぐらい with the currency exchange ダメ人盗んだ。So yeah. That's better. Hey boys, drinking some beers. Nice special for beers.
okay.
Noru, unten. 大丈夫ちょっと運転 means driving 大丈夫じゃない I said you can have a few beers but here you got to be 0% alcohol to drive. 一回ね、福岡から中学中に、the Machi name, the city name is Guangdong, something like that. Chugoku. Guangdong is Guangdong. Yeah. And after the Betsuno Hikoki, Hoshi Guangdong Kara, Guangdong, Hong Kong, Tabon, what can I, 20 kilogram. Yeah, so Guangdong, after the Australia. でも飛行機なし2日僕はゴンドン待ってそうよ悔しい安い切符でも悔しい2日ゴンドン Where
is Gondon?
Yeah これ日本 right? 九州ね Okay, Taiwan, China, Hong Kong, Koko. Guangdong is 多分20 kilo in China 中にね。So Guangdong, fuck, I mean, 2日 International Hotel 待ってね。The airline, 飛行機一つ空港一つなとは待って、international hotel 行きます。Okay, international hotel. And after that, international hotel. International hotel, インターネットね、チェック。私の携帯チェック、何でもいいチェック。タブレットある。でも、大体インターネットありません。It's Baka internet though. Stupid internet. Yeah, it's like China internet dake. And you got Google Map chigao, China map, and you got, like that. Sonotoki ne? Like that. Sonotoki. No, sonotoki means that time. Sono. I forgot that one. Anyway, sono kanji means like that. So, boku waじゃあどうする? What am I gonna do? Hey, the room 中にね。じゃあ、we'll get the remote. Television. Okay, bing, television. And there's a television no program, yeah. Let's try out. いつも中学一つ一番一つ。Fuck these bits no. 中学皆さん We're all the best people in the world. Fuck this channel. Bing, bets no channel. 中学 Chinese people are the best people in the world. Yeah. It was all this communist bullshit songs about patriotic bullshit like Chinese people are the best people in the world. What the fuck?
Chinese.
God, that sucked.
Commercial. Money.
Maybe, yeah, I don't know. God, that sucked. And commercial together was just the show. God, I thought Japanese TV sucked, but God, sucked. No, Nihon no television sucked. Japanese television is shit. Demo, but Chinese television, is more shit. God. China, the best people in the world. I was like 2 days of that shit. God. Guangdong. So I got out of there. Thank the gods. Now I'll try never to go back to China ever again. Like pass through, transfer, ne? Transfer. もし僕は考える、1時半ぐらいだけ別の飛行機来ます。And bye bye China. Oh no. 2 days. 2 expletive days. 2日。China is a bit. God. Oh. Yeah, stick earplugs in. Yeah. God, that sucked. でも安い切符。3万円だけぐらい。It's like it cost me about $250 for the ticket.
今日今朝かな。
That's about $4 grand. Can't afford it.
テレビでね、オーストラリアのテレビやっててね、オーストラリアだと思って。
Australian television ずっと前いい。でも今 they're all leftards. Australian television is all leftist dickheads like Channel 7. They go look for the most marginalised people they can and try to like make mockery of them. Yeah, they're just filth. They're like the CNN of Australia or the BBC. Oh God, they used to be good. BBC used to be good, but they suck. Oh, she doesn't know what I'm talking about. China is a bit. Yeah?
No, thank you.
No, thank you. No, me too. 2 days. Ni nichi, you know what to do? Stare at the wall or watch this horse shit? God. Yeah, ni nichi, yo. Yeah. 2 days. Hey, there he is. Mada ne. Yeah, sun just came out of there. 悔しい雨なしね。そう。暑い。
8月4日花火。あれ雨降るかもよ。
多分そうですね。
怪しいね。
悔しいね。そう。いや僕も考える。8日多分雨。Let's try a 10-day forecast. でももし10日何天気でも今日天気言った 100% 絶対ここに雨でもなしそしてチェック天気8日何ですかわからない嘘つき They're telling us shit they don't even know how are they supposed to know that okay, what we got here we'll see what they've got to say Fukuoka 10-day forecast and 8日4日4 yeah it's a 木曜日木曜日雲だけ
そうね曇りだけどでもその前の日が
そう多分ねその前その時間多分
怪しいね
そうねわからないでもこれ日曜日から雲そう多分大丈夫
多分ね
maybe yeah that's right 多分 means maybe yeah do you know
多分じゃダメよね8日の花火のね日にちのこと言ってて多分ないと思うけどどっかに出てたいやそういう話聞いた結構心配ですそう心配
しますね 8日ここに星来ますよ。
来ます。
It's nice how the sun's shining through all those clouds.
シークレットって言っても喋るなっていう方が
うん？
いやでも
そういう大々的にはね。
限られた人しか知らなかった。
I don't know what they're talking about. Just to hear something or other. I don't know what they're banging on about. But we were banging on about maybe on the 4th it might rain and it might be cancelled. But Yoshiko-san's saying no, it's not cancelled. So, but Shinpai's been sort of worried about it.
かもしれんけど、受け取ってないし、お互いね、ごめんごめん、今日ね、自分で来たのよ。
I'm totally running out of beer. Shit, there's a convenience just down the road. I might have to go for a meander. Oh, there's one of those untrainable mutts. You kick it in the head every enough of them. You gotta train the fucking thing. But I don't do that. I like animals. Just not those things that you can't train. Oh, we got loads of dogs. Those are 500. It's 500 yen. I used to steal those out of my ex-wife's purse at 4 o'clock in the morning. Never knew. Oh, God. Hey? Call it freaking medicine having to deal with that. Anyway. Hopefully no one heard that. Okay. $5 to her is like, she's a multi-millionaire or whatever she is now, so didn't exactly mean shit to her. Well, I didn't. Anyways, how's that, eh? My daughter actually has a legally binding title. And I was asked if I'm okay with that because I'm also, until she comes of age, I must know anything that goes on by major things, by law. And that's as far as I can understand it. Why was she mentioning things to me anyway? She asked me, is it alright if we include this name into her name? So my kid's got 3 names. Most Japanese kids have got 2 names, right? My kid's got 3 names. Turns out it's a legally binding title. My kid's got a title. Yeah. Well, I've always figured if you're ever gonna have a kid, marry rich people. I had 3 rich birds in my life out of the 13. There you go. Stop. You want gummy hoshi?
いらない。
Hey, どうぞ。
いらない。
いらない。I don't want. That's いらない博多弁ですか？イラン博多弁。イラン。
そんなこと言わん。
イラン博多弁ね。
私博多じゃないから。
なるほど。どこから？
どこかな。四国。
四国。あ、本当？四国。それだ。九州、本州、北海道、四国。ああ、四国。四国星行きます。四国の中に88お寺。そう。お寺。神社？お寺。神社とお寺。お寺。Buddhist temples. The 88. そうね。星行きます。そうよ、僕は星行きますよ。まだまだ、いつ僕は次はたくさんお金ある。ヒッチハイク行きます。そうよ。I wanna go there. If I had enough dough and I'd film the lot. Wouldn't mind doing the whole 88. Then I can die. Well, maybe I'll do a few other things. Alright, I'm running low, look at that. 悔しいね。でもそこにローソンあります。ローソン？ Family Mart.
ファミリーマート。あと、そこに売ってんの？
Family Mart 行きます。多分もう一回買います。そこの中にこれゴミ。
そうね。
大丈夫ですね。Hey, there could be worse places. Yes, right? Could be worse places than this. Yahoo!
Yahoo!
You say Yahoo in Australia, like the Aboriginals do, we go. The situation's looking pretty grim. Yeah, we're running out of battery power. I don't matter. Yeah. Australia, no Aborigine. Yeah. Yeah. このスターしました. So to get that sound to move or something on the lines of that. You guys say Yahoo. They say Yahoo in an area of an echo, like a valley or something like that. There's another stalky. Yes. Lion. Lion, what to do? Tiger, lion.
Lion.
Yeah, lion. Whoa. そうね、多分6キロぐらい、8キロぐらい。別のラインが、じゃあ僕はそこへ行くの。
いないもんね。
ない。オーストラリアない。でもオーストラリアクロコダイルある。
ああ、国道ね。
クロコダイル。I don't like that. Yeah, Australia, so yeah, crocodiles and snakes and great white sharks and freaking this, that and the other and bloody blahs and spiders and God, I've met most of them. たくさん。そうよ。走る means running.
疲れないですか？
He looks happy. 元気みたいね。
元気みたい。毎日走ってるから元気なんだ。
This guy もう早い。もうちょっと早い。ちょっと若い人ね。Young man 若い人 young guy. An old man. He's happy. 自転車からね。自転車の bicycle ride. No, not that. No means ride. 自転車 is bicycle. Yeah, I could start my own teaching. ある K トラック。年の K トラック4。いい。Yeah, we're definitely running out of battery power here. 4WD, aircon, power steering, television, and あそこ？本当？わかんない。本当。She's saying there's a foreigner over there and the kid's not. Yeah, そうね、多分。The kid's not Japanese. 年の娘さんハーフですね。年の娘さんハーフね。
日本人の娘さんはね、どうもね、ビューティフルじゃない。No beautiful.
Some, She's saying that Japanese aren't beautiful, but halves are really pretty. I don't know.
Elemental forces caused the egg to hatch. From it then came a stone monkey. The nature of monkey was irrepressible.